Okay, so one way to set up a water fill trigger is to set it up using the placeable water tank. So I'm actually going to import that. So if I go into my installation, the game installation file, data placeables water tank, as you can see here, so I'm going to import that, Control B, and I'm just going to click it over here somewhere, and then we'll rotate this around something like that maybe, and then just put it down just a little bit into the ground, something like that will be fine. So I have my trigger and everything set up there. That should be okay. It's not the best place for it, but you know, we can work with that, I'm sure. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the default items XML. I'm going to open up the installation folder again, go into here, data, maps, let's do map US. Now what we want to do is work with one of the placeable class names, not the map bound ID setup. So it doesn't matter which one we take from here, because we'll just change the path file name to accommodate. So I'm going to click on this one, and we'll copy that, and we'll paste it into there like so. Close that down. Right, let's go into placeables and water tank, because we want to look at this XML. So what we're going to do is change the path file name here. So we want data placeables. I need to change all of this stuff. So this should be water tank / water tank.xml to look at this one here. Okay, so we can close that down. And we're going to go back into the map because I want to take my attributes. So if we come over to here, what I will do actually is just make a new line just to split it up a little bit, so don't start editing the wrong one. And I'm going to put my stuff into here, so 160.893, 60.823, and 267.432. Oh, something went wrong there. What happened? Somehow I selected more than I expected to. 267.432, and then we've got a rotation of 68.842. So let's just make sure 60.823, 267, and so on and so on. That should be fine. Right, let's close that. Okay, so don't need to leave this in the map. We can just delete that. Close the map down. Don't need to save it because I've not made any actual changes to the map. It was just there for me to be able to get my reference points and everything for that. Because this is not a customized water tank, it's the in-game one. I've not made any adjustments to it or anything else. This will load in fine, but it has to be a placeable. It can't be a map bound ID because it's just the way this particular placeable unit works. So that's fine. So we'll close that down. Now theoretically it should load in okay, so we'll just test that. So if I go into the game, and new farmer, load the map. Now obviously this will only work in new farmer mode. If you're in any other mode it won't load in, I believe, if I'm right, because new farmer mode doesn't give you the access to certain things. So this is now spawned in exactly where I put it, and again if I go into F5 you can see the trigger box there all loaded in okay. So that's my trigger all set up where it needed to be and whatever else. So that's how I would get a water tank into the map itself. Now if you want to work with actual water fill triggers, they're a little bit different, and they will require a lot more custom changes, but for a quick easy way to get a water tank with a fill trigger into the map, then that's the way I would do it. If you're going to be playing in any other mode, then potentially you would purchase one yourself anyway and place that on the map wherever you wanted to place it. So, you know, that's just one way of doing it, I guess.